By the way, this place is a maze for strangers. It's very easy to get lost.
God bless. Yeah, same to you.
The jail cells are down there. But I believe you are already fairly well acquainted with that part of the castle, aren't you?
All too well, thanks.
Here it is. You'll find a bed inside, opposite the door, and a chest where we put your belongings. You'll find some new clothing there, a little gift from our gracious lord, to ensure you're not mistaken for a beggar again. Once you're settled in and properly dressed, stop by the stables. They're beyond the gate, down the path. Ask for Kabat. He was supposed to prepare a horse and tack for you, or tell him you'll keep your own if you insist. Then he'll give you proper tack at least, so you don't disgrace us.
Thanks. I'm grateful.
As you should be. So, you and I are finished, and I can finally attend to some proper work, so this castle doesn't fall on our heads.
What do you want?
I'd like to use your services.
Certainly. My baths are at your service.
I could use the company of a pretty bathmaid.
Great. But it'll cost you.
I'll gladly pay you.
Excellent. I'm sure you'll be very satisfied.
Doggy. Phew. I always get hungry after a fuck like that. I'll go and find something to eat.
Jesus Christ be praised. Why are you naked, lad?
How long have you been serving in Trotsky?
Why'd you ask?
I don't know much about this place, so I wanted to ask you about a few things.
I'm not much of a talker. You'd be better off having a word with our scribe, Erasim. He's served here since the days of the previous lord.
I need something... I'd like to discuss the Is this enough?
You must be from... Aye, you're convinced. Excellent. It was a pleasure doing business with you, sir.
Nice. At your service.
I need something... Let's talk about the price. How's this?
More. Finally, a reasonable sum. Excellent. You made a fine purchase, good sir.
You're always welcome here, noble sir. Go and get your horse so we can get going.
What do we have here?
I heard some interesting books from Prague have arrived at the castle. There's one I'd like to borrow. An alchemist's cookbook. A sand-coloured cover, embossed.
Yes, several rare and astonishing books have arrived from Prague. But why are you interested in an alchemist's cookbook, of all things?
So I was wondering, where do you keep books here at Trotsky?
You didn't answer me. But so be it. Books first have to be examined and sorted.
And where did you sort that alchemist cookbook?
Well, I'll have to disappoint you. Lord Nickvard Libak helped me sort the new books at the time, and the one you're looking for caught his attention. He left with it before I could even discover what it's about. All I remember is the author's initials, B.B. I'm fairly benevolent when it comes to lending books, and I appreciate Nickvard's help, but he's had it borrowed for an excessive amount of time now. I'd like to ask...
Why would Nickvard suddenly be avoiding you?
I have a sneaking suspicion. It seems Nickvard lost the book. I've warned him repeatedly not to carry borrowed books around with him. But Nickvard is...
The price of such a book must be incalculable. People like Nickvard are too dumb to understand.
But I digress. As I said, Nickvard is intentionally avoiding me. But I've made headway. I've managed to find 3 people who've spoken to him recently.
I reckon those aren't the only...
I'm surprised that Nickvard is... now that he's decided to... But I'm afraid that's all I've managed to find out.
I'll help you.
Many thanks. If you aren't sure what to do, stop by and we'll
Before I go,
Who, exact...
you said Nickvard. Where at the castle?
Nickvard lives like a hermit. His chambers are... He took his meals down in the crone's kitchen. Lately, I've often seen him talking to... or looking out the hall window.
So I just have to...
Nickvard always... I'm not surprised you can't find...
Where is Bertha?
Bertha cooks for us. If you can't find her...
Where is Regina?
As Lord von Burke, perhaps in the night...
Where is her?
I've seen him. He sleeps in that...
That's everything I needed to...
Good to see you.
God be with you. How's the watch going?
Not bad, so far.
Welcome, sir. What can I do for you?
Do you know where I can find Nickford? The scribe.
Erazim is suddenly interested, but when I need him to read something... I'm sorry.
I was asking about...
Aye, I heard you.
I can.
In that case...
Show me. Dear Mistress of the Chambers. What is it?
Oh, what I wouldn't give to get messages from someone else. Say, Lord Capon. Ah, never mind. Read on. Though I reckon it interests you more than me.
Persevere. We shall soon escape the dungeon of those two women. Cursed fate, however, has placed an obstacle in my way. The heat of the Lightbringer's potion is working, and I can feel my insides being reborn. But when the last remnants of old age left my body, something else was washed away with them.
How much longer is it?
Not much. My damn clumsiness has sent all of the Lightbringer's secrets into the void, but fear not, I shall get them back. May this be the first task on the road to your liberation. That's it.
Beautiful.
True enough. Nickford has a...
My...
But...
I said... But... So
I know the book he's talking about.
Look, can we stop...
I need help. You can give it some thought, can't you?
No! And now leave me alone. What? A day. Christ, pardon me.
Greetings. What would you...
While exploring the region, I came across several graves of your men.
Ah, yes. Captain Thomas and his men were not the only ones not to return. At least we know what happened to them. Here. Something for your trouble.
Is there any work around the castle I can help with?
Well, there's the issue with the demon.
Demons?
Quiet! But yes, unfortunately.
You mean horned ones?
Do you know any other? But I suppose you...
You want me to get involved? At least tell me more about it.
Ah, you know the times we're living in. War. The castle is built upon an ancient, though fortunately extinguished. The spawn of hell shows up here from time to time.
How many do you think there are?
A lot. Certainly more than there are sinners in the region. Expect at least 10 beasts for every soul.
That's some army. And I've never seen a real demon before. So what needs to be done?
Our cooks, Manietta and Berto, were complaining about the creatures running around their kitchens. Ossina, the castle blacksmith, was also blabbering something of the sort as well. The good news is it's only 3 people, for now. We have to act quickly to prevent the panic from spreading any further.
What did you do about it in the past? I reckon this isn't the first time you've had to deal with it.
We usually cleansed the infested places with the help of a priest or an apothecary. Except for that one year when Sir Otto himself faced Lucifer in the Maiden Tower.
Lord von Berghoff has my admiration then. How long did they fight? And what kind of armor was Lucifer wearing? Did Lord von Berghoff sustain any injuries?
In any case, you'll have to ask Manietta and Berta, or the blacksmith perhaps, where the demons are coming from. And then simply make sure to get rid of them for good. You understand? I'm sure both the scribe Erazim and Father Nicodemus will have something to say about it as well. The question is if you're up to it, or if I should call in someone braver.
I'm ready to scour the castle and try to chase those monsters away. Could you arrange for me to be able to go wherever I want in the castle, without anyone chasing me out?
Very well. You can move freely about the castle while completing this task, but don't stay any longer than necessary in otherwise forbidden areas. I'll let the guards and servants know discreetly. If anyone asks, tell them you have my permission.
You said something about a priest and an apothecary. Should I pay them a visit?
We've always used either holy water or magic water from the apothecary to get rid of those hellish creatures. Which one would you prefer?
I reckon the holy water is more likely to work against demons.
If I recall, it was blessed by the bishop himself during the Easter Vigil. I believe you can do it. Should the demons attack you, just run away. But don't make too much of a ruckus, or you cause a panic. God be with you.
What was it I wanted?
Lord von Berghoff, I've been told to deal with the demons plaguing the castle.
It's a thankless job, but a necessary one. I appreciate you taking care of it.
Are they really so much trouble around here?
They've been a nuisance ever since the castle was built. Call him whatever you want. Satan, Lucifer, Beelzebub. That hellish bastard certainly wasn't happy when Sir Vincent started building 2 towers right on top of his extinguished fairy estate.
I can't imagine he was.
But he soon realized it made him closer to people and that he could tempt them more easily. Many a poor soul in the lower castle has already fallen for his schemes and made a pact with hell.
Why don't you put a stop to it?
The castle is situated in a good strategic location. We have no choice but to try and tolerate Lucifer, and he has no choice but to tolerate us.
I'm looking for Nickvard. The scribe told me you might know something about him.
Well, I'm waiting for Lord Libac to stop by. I brewed him another phial of medicine, but I don't even know if the last one helped. I told him to stop by for another one soon. I reckon he must be feeling better.
Did he say where he was headed?
I can't say. I promised Lord Libac his secret is safe with me, as well as his phial of medicine.
Oh, come now. Nickvard misplaced an important book somewhere. A sort of alchemist cookbook. I need to find it.
I remember the recipes by heart. And Lord Libac's secret is certainly worth more than any book.
Listen, Bertha. Do you realize your stubbornness is making everything more difficult? Nikvar borrows a mysterious book, suddenly he stops talking to the scribe, and falls ill. And when the only person who wants to get to the bottom of it comes to you, you keep mum. You don't want to have Nikvar on your conscience, do you?
I suppose you're right. I reckon Lord Libac would forgive me if he knew I was only trying to help him, right?
I'm sure he would.
Well, it's a common potion for a bellyache. Just better tasting. It helps your meals go down easier and come out slower the other end. In that regard, Lord Libac had, well, how to say it? Everything came out much too quickly.
Nikvar didn't have time to run down the stairs, eh?
It was in the privy down below the crone. By the training ground, below the guardhouse. I helped him clean his hose and made him the medicine, and I promised that I wouldn't say anything. Lord Libac is quite particular about the impression he makes on the young maids, you know. He didn't want this little episode to put them off. That's why he didn't use the privy near the maids' quarters. Though it's closer to his chamber, but to the arena instead. And only when there weren't any soldiers around. But this time, it caught up with him.
Is that all?
What else is there to say? That the entire time he looked as if he'd done the worst thing in the world. It happens to the best of us. And I told him as much then. I'm just surprised he never came back for another file, I must say. He did look as if the fate of the entire castle was suddenly on his shoulders.
I don't know if this is going to do me any good.
Well, you could have found a worse clue.
Thanks anyway.
Almighty. May God give you health, sir.
Lord be with you.
I'm looking for Nick.
Hey, Nick. I suppose his time.
What do you mean, forgot?
Nick Libac. He's a castle lord. But then I heard what he says there's a war.
I need to know more about what Nick...
No.
What are you blathering about?
I told him, watch out. You're a spy yourself.
I am.
Right. You're yanking my pizzle. But if you're lying, and I report you anyway, just in case, don't imagine I'll get in trouble over it. That's why you have to be vetted, to see if you're really on our side. The side that Nikvard's on.
I'd like to.
Oh,
Tell me what you want from me.
a sword.
Sword? What sword?
A long and very... If you bring it to me, I'll know you're not an enemy spy who should fear me. Forge one, buy one, or even steal one. Maybe from one of the guards at the training ground or down by the gate. During the day, then. Once I get a sword, I'll fill you in on Nikvard's task.
You wanted a sword? So look at what I got for you.
I don't want an
I'll gladly...
unless you... Then I'd believe...
I'm not going to pay you that much.
You want to have...
Listen, Hirsch.
Don't try any word game. Deeds to...
I'll think of a way to convince you.
At your service, sir.
You must be Nick Vard, eh? Poor wretch. How many more times am I gonna have to poke around in corpses and shit for that damn crazy one?
I bought a lovely U-bow the other day.
What's that? Stop a while, my...
I'll be glad to have a drink with you fellows.
That's precisely what you...
I'll be more than...
No worries there. I'm Bohush.
Not that it's any...
Well, the road's luckily...
You smell of horse sweat, yet I see no horses.
Look, no disrespect. We may not be labourers, true, but we're no crooks neither. In short...
So, horse...
Yeah, something like that.
You say you're good at wrestling?
Oh, yeah. I could show...
Well, I'll wager I'm a better fighter than you any day, Bohush.
You're on. I'll gladly smash you up and earn some coin in the process. Fuck you! I'm just getting started. That hit home. Fuck you! Fucking hell! Fuck!
Nice fight. A nicer coin. Goodbye, Bohush.
I'm sorry.
Bloody deep.
What happened? Watch where you go next time.
I'll just get the corner over here.
Welcome!
Have you found Casper yet?
I did. But Henry, be very careful. There's a reason I left Casper for last. The man is a real beast. I just wanted to be sure you had it in you.
And you reckon I do?
I hope so. What about you? Think you can take him on?
I do.
Then listen up, lad. His band is one of the biggest. But it's not just about them. Casper himself is deadly in his own right. A real beast, like I said. A vicious, cruel bastard who'll stop at nothing to get his way.
Great. Do you at least know how to get to him?
Unfortunately not. I'd love to help you, but I don't know how. I've always been a bit leery of the fucker myself.
Where should I look for Casper and his band?
From what I hear, they've holed up in a forest near Apollonia. Be careful. The rocks are treacherous. It's easy to lose your way, even in broad daylight. And if you go there at night, be bloody careful, you hear?
Aye. I understand. Why is he hiding there, of all places?
Weren't you listening? What's more, I heard there...
This is starting to sound more and more...
Yeah, I'm sure you'll figure...
One more time.
At the edge of Apollonia.
So this cat...
He's a greedy old bastard, and he don't trust no... Laugh.
And did he?
No.
That's every...
Wait a minute.
Really?
Old habits die.
Have a soft spot.
That fucker. The edges are quite sharp.
All right.
God bless Henry.
You silly doggy. God bless.
I've travelled half the
I think by now I'm just an ordinary man.
Well, at least...
Isn't it obvious? It's peaceful.
I have the book for you.
Well, I must admit, I haven't had an apprentice this handy in a long time. Zinnik has nothing on you.
I didn't even look inside.
You had a treasure like this in your hands, and you weren't even curious to have a peek? Well, I suppose it's not for everyone. God bless.
I've travelled half the...
I think I'm just...
Well, at least...
Isn't it obvious? It's peace.
I have the book for you.
Well, I must admit, I haven't had...
I had a peek inside. The pictures are nice, but what do you want to learn from them?
You'll find out soon enough. Show me that miraculous thing. This really is something. But why is it all covered in shit, for fuck's sake?
Let's just say the scribe didn't have it. It actually wasn't even in the castle. Under it, really.
Oh, refining saltpeter. Boil wine and alum. Grind. Of course, it makes sense. I'll study the rest on the way. Well, the last chapter of our story of knowledge awaits us. The grand finale.
So what now? Do you have another job for me?
Charcoal. Sulfur from Hermes Trismegistos. Saltpeter from the carcass pit. As long as Black Bertolt didn't make any mistakes in his calculations, we have everything.
What Bertolt? Oh, God damn it, Crazer, what's going on here? I'm tired of flying back and forth like a rag on a stick. I won't be led around by the nose. Will you finally tell me what's going on?
Believe it or not, all this secrecy had its reasons. But now I don't have to hide anything from you. It's time. We'll meet with the others in the lair. There you'll learn the whole truth. You go ahead. I'm going to get a few things ready here.
All right then.
Quick!
What'll happen now?
Our last supper, with only one but very filling course, awaits us.
Quasar, please. For once, just once, tell me what's actually going on.
And rob myself of enjoying your blissful ignorance? Not a chance. Tell me yourself, what do you think is going to happen?
Well, hopefully I'll finally find out what the point of all this was.
Or not. Until you try another dose of niter.
I wouldn't do that to him. Not today. Bonnie will start today. At least I'll finally see if she understood my teachings. Bonnie?
First of all, I'd like to thank you on behalf of the whole gang for all the work you've done. We could never have finished the job without you. We found 2 new partners, you and Monarch here. It's good to have someone to rely on. So, it's time we started being honest with you, so you can finally learn the whole truth.
Not yet. Let's pull up that uppity bastard's leg a bit longer. That's the fun part.
One more word, Zinek, and you'll get one on the nose.
Calm down, friend. I'm just kidding. Tell him then, Bonnie.
This whole time, you've been collecting ingredients and clues for us. But, so you wouldn't go nosing around, we always told you it was for something different than it actually was.
The miller here calls it tactics.
Tactics, you idiot. And everything worked out according to plan. So today we're finally close to our great success. With the help of Hermes Trismegistos and his successors, we'll finally complete the dream of all alchemists. Our magnum opus.
Exactly, Bonnie.
Magnum opus. A great work of alchemy. You're trying to make the Philosopher's Stone.
I see you've learned something after all. But no, the Philosopher's Stone isn't our goal.
Let's see then, Henry. What is it you think we're making here?
Some kind of weapon?
Well, Henry's not too far from the truth after all, don't you think? Actually, he's pretty spot on. Although weapons were our last order of business. Let's start at the beginning. My father was a miller as well, but I was never much interested in the trade. Even as a young boy, I loved running around Lower Samine and investigating everything living and dead. I had a lot of questions about everything. Then my mother, God rest her soul, decided it'd be best for me to go to study in Prague. As soon as I grew up and gained a bit of sense, I packed my bags and left.
So you went to...
Why not? I met a lot of them, but in the end, it only most of the students and mass, as was my case.
So they kicked you out?
I didn't give them the pleasure. The most important science is not subject...
You mean alchemy?
Exactly. The art of combination and dissolution. The key to understanding the very nature of the world. There's only one queen of science. Alchemy. I returned to the mill in Lower Samine and started a new life.
What did your parents...
My mother had already passed away. I think in the end he was gone. From then on, I brought a few important books from him.
That was pretty daring of you.
As you might expect, it didn't work. Once I tried mixing sulfur. I almost shit myself, I tell you. Explosive black powder.
So I was right. You're making weapons.
No, it's about much more than that.
I couldn't continue my experiments on my own, but Bonnie and Zinnik did a few little jobs for me.
So he initiated us.
But we just still didn't know how to do it right and not blow ourselves up in the process.
And we used up a huge amount of saltpeter and sulfur.
By the way, the manuscript from that Hermes Trismegistos...
Only we didn't know correct. And we found...
Some fella called Black Bear told.
Further book.
We can believe our luck when we...
And you know the rest.
It's a discovery that will change history. All it takes is a spark, and a storm of fire will sweep away the old...
And what will happen now?
As I said, Black Berthold never finished his book. But now, thanks to you, we'll see with our own eyes.
Before we get started, this book...
Everything, and especially...
Do you really need that?
We do. So not even all the
What is it you're going to do with this?
During war, if we had a few...
all of us here are...
What is it you studied at the university?
I was supposed to become a... maybe
God has a path.
I was supposed to be a...
I was supposed to be...
And I've already told you everything.
How did a scholar and an alchemist become a thief?
Prague is a big city, and a poor student has no chance of getting a decent place to sleep or even something to eat. Learning to shop with 5...
I've heard enough. Now I want to see that with my...
Let's do it then.
Indeed, it is.
Looks like it ain't working.
I'd say it works just fine.
This will change history.
What? I can't hear a thing. But I'd say it works just fine.
As long as you listen.
Black powder.
You didn't expect that, eh?
We're in the middle of the...
Aye. Well, never... Course. Anyways, I hope the miller gives...
we're in the worst...
Farewell.
Crazel?
The shoes didn't catch immediately.
I told you there's no need to dip it in...
Black powder?
Imagine!
That dog of you.
And now I'm... Hey! How did you know what we were actually doing?
I didn't, exactly.
But you said weapons. How did you find out? Did we let it slip somehow?
It was clear to me the moment I saw that book. I figured the illustrations were...
Whew! That means it's all on Crazel, and I played anyway. We...
Soured.
Well, when you came here, but as you gained experience, you've risen in... Take care then. See you later, my friend.
We've been through a lot.
Have you not grown tired? I've told you plenty already.
But I know about the university.
That's a question I'd like to find yourself.
You really led me on about a golem made of dough.
Not exactly. I studied the writings of Bonaventura and Dietrich von, but they worked brilliantly as a cover.
I really thought you'd have a golem made from dough walking around the mill, or that I could become invisible.
Nah, but black powder is no less.
So for the last time, Craig,
I'll do what I promised, and I'm going to gather together.
Uh-huh.
That's up to you, Henry. Louis Samine has, you know.
That sounds somehow hopeful in a peculiar... Now I'm even happier.
The ideal, maybe it's time, but if you're still interested...
I know where to find you.
Indeed.
What's new around here?
Nothing much.